this lesson, we're going to look at perimeter and area applications of polynomials. So in this first example, you're told to find the perimeter of this triangle. And if you just remember, perimeter is just the distance around the outside edges of a shape. So all you need to do is add up your three sides for this particular polygon. So all I'm going to do is add the three sides, and I'm going to identify my like terms now. So 12b plus 12b plus 9 more b would be 33b. And now I'm going to combine my constants. I have -8, and -8 would be -16, plus +8 would just be -8. Okay, so this polynomial is simplified. It's a binomial. And with perimeter, normally we have units on perimeter, like think about fencing. It's how much fence would go around your yard. Normally it's measured in meters or feet. But since no units are given, I'm just going to write the word units. So 33b minus 8 units, this is simplified and it's in standard form. In this example, I'm given a rectangle and I only have two sides labeled, and I know that a property of rectangles is that the opposite sides are the same measure, so I'm just going to fill in these other two sides. And now, perimeter is just add up all four sides. So I'm going to identify my like terms. 6x plus 4x is 10x, plus 6 more x is 16x, plus 4x is a total of 20 x's. And now I need to combine my constants. +9 minus 1 is 8. Another +9 minus 8 would be, minus 1 would be 8, so that's going to be a total of 16. So 20x plus 16 units is simplified because I have no like terms or parentheses remaining. I just quickly want to show you an alternate method. Some students look at this and recognize that there are two sides that are 6x plus 9. So they go, well, if I just double that side and double the other side, which means they'll end up using the distributive property, you will get the same answer. So this would be 12x plus 18 plus, distribute this 2, 8x minus 2, and then secondly, combine your like terms. You will still get 20x, and then your constants would be plus 16 units. So whichever way you prefer would be fine. This shape is a composite figure. So first thing that jumps out at me is I have two sides that are not labeled. This side that I highlighted in pink, I have to observe what that is. Well, if this side is 13x and this side is 7x, I'm going to use some subtraction to recognize that this side here is 6x. I also don't know this side. I'm highlighting in yellow. Well, across from it, I see there's a side that is 20x squared. So again, I'm going to use subtraction to figure out that this side is 20x squared minus 3x squared, which would be 17x squared. Now to find my perimeter, all I need to do is combine all of my like terms. So just by looking at the shape, if I add the 20x squared, 17x squared, and 3x squared, I see that that is 40x squared. And then the sides that are just regular x's, I have a 7x, 6x, and a 13x, which altogether is 26x. So this binomial is simplified because I have no like terms or parentheses remaining. It's a binomial and the degree is 2 and the leading coefficient is 40. Okay, let's switch concepts. This polygon is telling us to find the area, and area is how many square units would fit inside of the rectangle. So the formula for area of a rectangle is equal to length times width. So all we need to do is multiply our two sides together here. So I'm going to do 2x times the quantity of 5x minus 3. And I need to simplify this. So I am going to distribute. I need to take 2x times 5x. Well, that would be 10x to the second power. Remember, when you multiply, you use your exponent rule. So you keep your base and you add your exponents. And then I have 2x times -3. Well, that's -6x. These are not like terms, so I can't combine them. The units that we put on area is square units, which is written like this, units to the second power, or you could also write it as square units like this. Okay? All right, let's do one more. Again, I have a rectangle and I'm told to find the area, which is equal to length times width for a rectangle. This one I have two binomials, 3x minus 5 times the quantity of 2x plus 1. So you need to take this 3x times everything in the second polynomial, or this is where you use the acronym FOIL. You're doing the product of the first, which is 3x times 2x, so that is 6x to the second. And then you do the outer products. 3x times positive 1 is positive 3x. And now I'm going to take the negative 5 times both terms in the second. Or, if we're using the FOIL acronym, that's the inner product. So negative 5 times 2x is negative 10x. And then you're doing negative 5 times positive 1, which is negative 5. All right, so notice when you multiply two binomials together, you will always get 4 terms, but then you need to simplify. These two middle ones here are like terms. They can be combined. So I will get a final answer of 6x squared minus 7x minus 5. This is a trinomial. The degree is 2 and the leading coefficient is 6. And just to put some units on this, this would be units squared because it is area. Okay, it's your turn to practice. Pause the video and see if you can find both the perimeter and the area of this rectangle. Okay, so when you're finding the perimeter, you need to recognize that there are 4 sides that you need to add together. So if you combine all of your like terms, you'll have, let's see, that looks like 12x, and then your constants would be minus 2. So 12x minus 2 units is the correct perimeter. For area, you need to multiply the two sides together. So you'll do either FOIL or just you're distributing this x, first, outer, inner, last. X times 5x is 5x squared. X times negative 2 is minus 2x. And then you distribute this positive 1. So you do 1 times 5x is plus 5x, and 1 times negative 2 is minus 2. You then combine your two middle terms here. That gives you 5x squared plus 3x minus 2 square units, or units to the second power. Please reach out if you are having any trouble as you do your practice assignment.